Have you ever heard of Pandora's box? That box that you should never open because it contains all the chaos in the world? Well, just so you know, we have been opening it little by little for many years, and we are close to releasing all the disasters in it. One of those disasters is epidemics. We have experienced the coronavirus crisis this past year, but in history there have been many epidemics. For example, in 1492, an expedition with 90 men from Spain traveled overseas for 2 months to land for the first time in America. It was an accident, but at least they arrived. And the thing is, like, this crew traveled under very bad hygiene conditions, typical of the medieval society. Rats, lice, no shower at all, guys, and different typical diseases such as smallpox, typhus, or yellow fever. They had too much dirtiness attached to their bodies, especially when they in their clothes. Like, it's like if you were trying to remove the skin of a chocolate muffin. Despite washing them, the diseases they carry had a huge impact on the indigenous population. That makes sense because they collapsed, because they didn't have an immune system ready and adapted for those visitors. And you will say, okay, thank you for this story lesson, but what will the epidemics of the past have to do with us today? Well, now imagine your freezer, for example. Usually nobody cleans it, right? And we don't even know what we have in there. But one day, you leave by accident the door of the freezer open, and you find that the ice has melted and has been replaced by plastic, a crystal of some beer that you were forgetting there, and a brown sludge full of microorganisms. In some cases, especially if you are a student, there has to be more secrets than in the Lord Mayor's USB. And thanks to the climate change, the ice in different parts of the world, like for example Antarctica, are melting. That's why we are able to find the cadavers of different ice age animals, like for example mammoths, in perfect conditions. But that's not all we are finding. Lots of microorganisms that were trapped for centuries in the ice are starting to appear as well. For example, by 2016, the cadaver of a deer infected with anthrax appeared after 70 years, causing an outbreak of anthrax in Alaska. Can you imagine the amount of prehistoric microorganisms that could be there, ready to attack animals and plants, not just humans? So, what is the moral of this story? I think that is clear. We have to keep the freezer of the earth as close as we can. Otherwise, what we will encounter are the diseases trapped in our frozen Pandora's box. Because guys, if you think that your freezer is bad, can you imagine what we have in the North Pole? Thank you.